So the entire quantum market sold off a little bit today, and I want to make sure you get the full breakdown of what's going on with Rigetti stock.
Done really well, but some of the ones that were pulling it down today were Nvidia, down 8%. We bought a dip on Nvidia, and it's still consolidating from left to right a little bit after that dip. But we're going to take a look at Rigetti stock. We're going to take a look at Rigetti stock really quickly. I see here that it's down about 9%. We were outlining some levels that it could potentially bounce at yesterday in our Sunday stock talk. And what we saw is that it wasn't able to hold that level today at pretty much any moment. It started to sell off, and it's continuing this trend. So again, a stock has a greater chance of continuing in the direction that it's going than reversing. And this is what we're seeing here with Rigetti. Right now, it's at another support that it established on Thursday or Friday here at $7.69. You can see it's at $7.65 right now. At this point, it seems that it's possible it will have a short-term recovery, but the overall direction is still on its way to the next level it would bounce at. It's about $5.60 from being at $1 back in November. It's still up to $7.50, but there's a few catalysts that need to happen. The first thing that needs to happen, we need more confirmation that they are going to be beating earnings and doing better. If we look at Rigetti stock earnings, you can see here that they haven't been able to really come out on top from a net income. It's improving year over year. You see net income improving year over year, that green, which is good. Revenue is still struggling right there around $2 to $3 million per quarter, so nothing that's insane. The thing about Rigetti when it comes to their financials is we want to see that net income continue to increase year over year from quarter to quarter, but also we want to see that revenue increase in this next earnings. So their earnings are going to be coming out for quarter four shortly. I believe their next earnings. So they're reporting earnings. Last year it was March 5th. Oh, March 5th, 2025 appears to be when they're reporting earnings. Now you can see fourth quarter earnings. They say here March 5th. For quarter four of 2024, they're basically pegged at a loss of 8 cents per share, unchanged over the past 30 days. This is something that I would expect. They they are going to have a lot riding on this earnings as we've outlined. For them to continue this upward direction, have a bounce and not continue in this downward direction, we're going to have to see a nice earnings report. We know that they're plugged into AWS, Rigetti here, and we have to see what this usage looks like. We also know that outside of their partnerships with Microsoft, NASA, NVIDIA, and Google, and all of those partnerships together indicate that they will have some growth. The other thing to note is that their quantum computing chip, quantum computers are equipped to be able to plug in with chips from, for example, Microsoft. See Microsoft's new chip here is and the same specs to be able to plug into a Rigetti computer. Same thing with the Google Willow chip. And I would expect that to play a role if you see these big tech companies wanting to plug in this quantum chip into any quantum computers. Most likely, some of the options are going to be Rigetti, maybe IONQ as well. The other catalyst that we need to see is that Quantum Initiative Reauthorization Act. It's a $2.7 billion bill. We don't have any updates. They said they'd like to sign it before the end of the year. But again, it's $2.7 billion, and if this gets signed, Rigetti is standing to benefit from that bill. So we'll have to see if that takes place. I would imagine that there's no indication of a reversal just yet. That's why we're not trading it today. A lot of the times we've seen it dip at market open and continue some of the dip. And what we'd like to see is dip and then actually bull up as it has been back from basically November into January and some of February until it started consolidating. But yeah, now we're seeing it at this level. It's looking oversold on the RSI, oversold on the MACD, but we need some of those catalysts to hit for it to reverse. So I would say long term, again, I'm gonna keep holding some of the Rigetti that we have. Short term, we're not gonna be trading it unless we start to see it indicate more of a reversal and maybe push up above that 200-day moving average. So hopefully it's been helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Comment your thoughts down below on what you have on Rigetti. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.